Ocean Needs Everyone is celebrating 5 years of saving the oceans. My name's Enzo, and through Ocean Needs Everyone, I help save the ocean by doing beach cleanups, seal and mangrove plantings, making art about recycled plastic, and making films regarding the ocean's health. How can you help save the oceans at home? Well, even if you don't live near an ocean, trash can end up in there eventually, so cut down on your use of single-use plastics. If you see trash on the roads or beaches, make sure to pick it up. Use less gas-powered vehicles, fish responsibly, and help support local organizations. I started my organization when I was 12 years old because I wanted to make a difference. So remember, you're never too young to follow your dreams and make a change. Let's all save our oceans together, one piece of trash at a time.
Has this ever happened to you? Where's my truck at? Ooh, I have a solution for that. Slab chalks! You take the chalk ball, put it in the mesh pocket, zip it up, slap, and get your chalk. Slab trucks are made right here in Springdale, Arkansas at Interform, the small batch manufacturing company. We're helping our community and providing local jobs to minorities and women of diverse backgrounds. I'm Joseph Rao, Ninja Warrior, rock climber, and the CEO of Slap Chalks.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to Arc Ninja in Longmont, Colorado for Day 2 of the World Ninja League's Premier Series qualifier hosted by Arc Ninja. I'm Ken Casillas, and I'm so excited to be jumping into the amateur male and female divisions with my good partner here, Mr. Cheyenne Raja. Now, we have two incredible course designers who are not just great gym directors and owners and obstacle designers, but two great athletes and icons of the sport, Nate Hansen and Austin Gray. They've set up a great placement course and an even better challenge course that are sure to test every single skill that our athletes have in their arsenal of talents, and I cannot wait to see all of those put on display very, very soon. But of course, we need to understand what exactly is in store for our athletes and how they can punch their ticket into the Premier Series Finals, which is in Life Force Ninja at Bellingham, Washington. So Cheyenne, take it away.
Hey everyone, great to be here. Great to be commentating with Kane. Let's get started. Now, first up is the placement course. So our athletes will be facing a traditional course, much like what you see at the World Championships. Once they fall, their run is over. It's a traditionally shorter course, so it's an emphasis on speed, and this will determine the run order for the challenge course. This is what matters most. 2 retries allowed on the entire course, but it's max 1 per obstacle. So you fall, it's okay, you can try it again. But if you fall again, then your run is over. And of course, if you use your 2 retries over the course, then the run is now over. For 2 max, remember that, people. It's also a longer course, going to be testing different kind of skills, lots of tech, a lot of endurance, especially we've seen that so far in the other divisions here at ARC. And this will determine the final results. The top 4 athletes qualifies for finals in Washington. In terms of eligibility, of course, let's see how our athletes got here. The standings. So, top 25 of athletes in the home region standings have been invited. Championships, top 25 of athletes from the home region from the Tier 1 Championships have been invited. And finally, invitation. WNL has partnered with leading Ninja League organizations, hosts, governing bodies, and more to invite the best of the best to entertain us and to give us the best ninja action there is. These qualifiers, top 4 from every qualifier in every division, will qualify for the finals in November.
That's right, and it's worth noting that we're going to have 4 athletes in the amateur female division, and in order to avoid guaranteeing spots right away, Those athletes are going to have to beat the third obstacle on the challenge course to qualify. If they are unable to do so, then they will not qualify for finals. But I think that's pretty unlikely. Now, we do have, as I said, two incredible course designers, and they are Nate Hansen and Austin Gray, partners in crime. They've been working together and training together for years. Nate's a local to the northern Denver area and got his degree in marketing at Colorado University Boulder. He's had a passion for the sport of ninjas since he was 10, grew up watching the show. It was his favorite to watch, and he always wanted to be on it. Now you take a look at where he is in 2024, and he's got 5 seasons of American Ninja Warrior under his belt. His story has inspired audiences, young and old. And last year, Nate decided that he wanted to do more than just compete in terms of helping the sport. And because of that, he had a vision and he executed, and now Arc Ninja is born. He still holds a passion for coaching and competing, of course, but making a positive and lasting impact in his community is what matters most. Now, Austin has had 9 years of coaching experience in sports such as gymnastics and climbing and parkour. For 7 of those years, he's been coaching ninja in facilities worldwide. His expertise spans from working with fresh beginners and trying to help them understand the sport, all the way to guiding elite performers and squeezing every ounce of potential on every course run imaginable. Now, Austin's been pushing pretty hard to try and win American Ninja Warrior for a while, but actually recently announced his retirement from competing. With that said, he's still a part of the Arc Ninja family and he has a renewed focus on making Arc the best facility for the ninja community that he's cultivated throughout his career, as well as trying to make sure that it's as welcoming as possible to any new ninjas who are looking to get into the sport.
Yep, we'd love to see it. These guys have put on such a great show so far, and I only think it's going to get better from here. Now let's take a look at these. First up, Ninja Works. I want to talk about Ninja Works and what they do for us. They are the ultimate in ninja timing systems. Go check out their website. They do the leaderboards, the buzzers, and even sometimes the smoke if we're lucky. We cannot do it without them. Who needs pen and paper when you have Ninja Works making these competitions and all these competitions so much easier to manage, making it happy days for everyone. And DGS Ninja now. DGS, these, you know, I know, you know, they provide the obstacles for these competitions, for our World Championships, and of course, you can see there, Addie Herman, a 2023 World Ninja League champion in the elite female division. She is a sponsored athlete, along with many other athletes. They've sponsored these athletes to help them make the trip to these competitions. Thank you so much to DGS. And of course, they don't just provide us with the obstacles, they provide you as well. Go check out their website where you can get your own DGS obstacles.
That's right, that's dgsninja.com for some of the world's best obstacles out there. Now, taking a look at the course here, you can see one of the younger athletes there surfing on the 7th obstacle, which is called I Believe I Can Fly. Our athletes are going to have to lache from that trapeze on the left side of your screen over to that floating trampoline, hop up to a rope, and then climb up to a platform up in the air, and then make a big leap down to the dismount platform. That is, once again, the second to last obstacle. We saw this in the younger divisions, but the trampoline was stationary. Last time we saw it was in the teen division, which was the first time it appeared floating.
Well,
that's going to be a real fun one.
I gotta say, this is very interesting obstacle here. I mean, we used to tramps in Ninja, but it's literally is a flying tramp right there. That's crazy. I can't wait to see what's going to happen with that. How are athletes going to tackle that obstacle? What are you thinking, Kane?
Well, we saw in the teen division that our athletes really tried to absorb the dip in the trampoline so that way their knees wouldn't buckle. They didn't really go for a high bounce off the trampoline. They instead went for a stable reach forward and more climbed the rope up. We saw a couple athletes go for a big bounce, and it did pay off because they were able to grab the top of the rope, kick their legs up high, and get on the platform quickly. But that's definitely the less common strategy that we've seen. So with that said, I do believe we're going to take it over very, very soon. We have 10 athletes in the amateur division, 4 women, 6 men, and 8 of them will become hopefully all 8 of them will become Premier Series finalists. If we're assuming that all 4 women will qualify, which I'm pretty confident in. Our first runner is going to be Suzanne Himka, who is an incredibly decorated athlete, has competed in so many different leagues in this sport, and has won so many titles. So it'll be great to see her take it on. Jalen Bennett also trains at ARC very, very frequently and is just a very well-rounded athlete as well. She's going to be one to look out for, running 3rd. In the male division, we've got quite a few comeback stories. Ethan Alavrides is going to be running last. He competed at the Stanford Ninja Academy and at Ferox, where he just came up short of qualifying both times. He's hoping that the 3rd time's a charm, along with someone else, right, Cheyenne?
Oh, yeah. Ryan Harsher, that's the big name. He's our poster boy. Of course, you saw him on the thumbnail, and there's a reason for that. This guy is really talented, but he's had a bit of bad luck recently. He seems to be getting into a habit of doing really well, but just missing out in a qualifying spot. Of course, he competed at Ferox and he competed at Stanford, just missing out. I can't wait to see him make that comeback. I think this is the time.
Well, now it is the time for Suzanne to kick off our placement course runs. The time limit, 1 minute, 15 seconds.
Right, here we go. And if, in case you're wondering, yes, that is Jaleesa Himka's mom. You love it.
All right, she seems ready to go, rocking the Team USA jersey from the OCR Championships, where she won many titles, which we'll get into later. But I have a feeling she's going to be moving so fast we won't be able to keep up with all of the accolades by her. Very quickly there, coming through the stretch on these ladders.
Yeah, she's doing really well here. And she's showing the speed great. And yep, there it is. Quickly through the obstacle. Oh my goodness!
No! A peel off. I think she just tried to really set herself for an underbar or some sort of kick forward to that dismount platform, and was maybe taking her eyes off of the target where she needed to be a little bit earlier than normal. But regardless, we're going to see a great comeback on the challenge course out of Suzanne. We're now going to take it over for our second runner, Grace Kurland.
Yep, Grace. Now, you might recognize this name. 17 years old, but she is one of 9 to clear Stage 2 at the most recent 2024 World Championships. So it's a big name, that's for sure. Oh, interesting. Did you see what happened there?
Yeah, got a little off axis there, had to reset, and she's all good. Her run stays alive. Now she's going to pull back here on that bottom bar of the ladder. Nice lache over, going for some big skips, and a good pop down to the dismount platform. Just bounding through those gumdrops there.
Yeah,
now
coming out of
looking at
Ninja
our
Nation.
move into I Believe I Can Fly. Here comes that bounce on the trampoline.
Here it is. She's got it.
A solid reach forward there. Now is going to swing her legs over to that platform. A huge leap down to the mat. And now for that warped wall.
There we are.
Grace
a little higher.
Kurland.
There it is.
Going to be our first finisher of the amateur division today with a time of 54.7. Great run.
Ooh. 54, that was a very talented run. No less, that's for sure. Yeah, there it is. 54 seconds. First place for now and 2 women left. We'll see how this goes. I'm interested. Very fun course. And it's very quick as well. Lots of flow.
And wow, just wow. Crazy, crazy run. Our second athlete of the amateur division hitting that buzzer. And now we're going to see if Jalen Bennett can continue that streak. Jalen, one of the favorites coming into this event, trains at ARC quite a bit. So she's well aware of how some of these obstacles might feel despite not trying these courses in particular before.
Yeah, no, Jalen, we've seen her coaching a lot of ninjas in the kids division, so now she's hoping to match their results. There she is.
Nice pop
sliding
slider.
through. Yeah, great pop. And she's very nimbly through these steps. Right.
And now for the
Now.
launch across. Gets a nice high grab on that ladder. Gonna go for a one arm and a pop through. Now sprinting
Nice.
through the rest of those
she's-
gumdrops. Oh, little lost on where she was going.
Oh.
And I think she would have, my guess is she would have been able to pop through that first trapeze had she carried that speed over, but still a great run so far.
Oh,
Making
amazing.
Great time. Nice bounce there.
Yeah,
Little
almost too
tangled,
much.
but
Man.
she's
Kinda
good.
hit her legs there. Boom. That's the superhero landing, and she's up the wall. All the time's looking good, Kane.
Very good indeed. Jalen Bennett's going to clear with a time of 45.3 seconds, setting an incredible new top time.
Wow, look at that jump there. When can you miss it, people? She did amazing. Great job on Jalen Bennett. And of course, yep, that's gonna... Wow, 10 seconds ahead, I gotta say. She really proved herself there. A full 10 seconds, she's gotta be happy with that one.
Yeah, she's going to put herself in a good position for the challenge course run order. But Lauren Stanko can absolutely take away that top spot. We shall see. You can see her rocking the ARC shirt. Hometown Longmont, Colorado, which just so happens to be the city of ARC Ninja as well. So we got another ARC athlete. Nice slide right through. A lot of speed coming into that platform.
Yeah, it definitely helps to have that home gym advantage. Just makes it that much more comfortable on these obstacles, just knowing this is your home gym. She's showing this has helped her a lot. Wow, look at that. Straight on
Ooh,
through.
a little awkward there on that last gumdrop, but she quickly pops through that trapeze. Now coming into I Believe I Can Fly.
Oh, she's lining it up.
Huge bounce.
Whoa!
Awesome move there by Lauren. And we might be looking at a new top time depending on how quickly she can get up that wall. Just like that, Lauren Stanko with a time of 43.1 is going to find herself in first place.
I think it was the tramp move that really... her legs actually already on the platform. Saved her a bunch of time there. It's easy to be caught up on that rope. But just coming a few seconds ahead of Jalen. Wow, that was absolutely incredible. Lauren left it all on the course, I gotta say. Flew for it.
That's right. And now we're going to take it into the amateur male division now. This is Jeremiah Merriman. Coming out of Motive School of Movement in Greenville, South Carolina. So we've got quite a few athletes making the trip out to ARC for a spot in the Premier Series Finals.
Yeah, making the trip, of course, definitely want to do well. Do your gym proud, do your training partners proud. He looks like he's on a mission, though, Jeremiah, and wasting no time. Gonna go straight to that last bar. There it is. And speeding through, wow.
Yeah, I'm loving the urgency out of Jeremiah right now. He's popping through knowing that he wants to get a good time on this course. Great pull on the rope.
Wow.
Uses the ring to help himself out as well. Nice leap
Massive
down.
jump.
And going
straight
right
up
up
the
that wall. Worms his way to the
Whoa.
buzzer in a time of 31.9. Incredible movements there.
What a leap onto there. Looking more at his legs, his whole lower half of his body was already on the platform. It's like he was jumping up to sit on the platform. It's amazing. Wow.
Well, now it's going to be Leo Hearing.
Yep, Leo, I
coming
believe.
from Texas.
Oh wow, making a trip from Texas. That's great. I believe he got 70th at Worlds. 17 years old. Let's see what he's got.
Man, he had to
Nice.
pump the brakes on that dismount. Came out of that slider with so much speed. Now he's going to compose himself before coming into these ladders. Nice reach over. Going to grab that bottom bar to set himself up for that lache. Gets very high up, but is monkey barring his way down. Very smooth moves.
Yeah, he's made great time. About 50 seconds on the clock now. He knows he has to push it after what Jeremiah did on that course. Gonna grab the ring. There it is, and big jump. Gonna have to bolt
And
it
now
to
he's-
that wall.
Great run there. Leo's going to get a time of 40.4 or 40.9. 40.4. Awesome run there. You
Nice.
could see the difference in jumps on the trampoline. Leo essentially used it as a stepping stone to reach the rope while Jeremiah launched himself up. And that's going to make the, not 31, 37. So that's going to make the 3-second difference though.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's gonna get second place at the moment. Now up, Kyle Sanders. He's seen what our other ninjas can do. Can Kyle match it? Now coming out of Colorado is one of our older athletes at 46, but hey, it helps to have that wisdom. That's what I say.
Yeah, great wraparound on the truss as
Whoa.
well. Oh no!
Oh no!
Looks like
my
he
goodness.
wanted to go for that leap in. I think the platform just shifted on him as he jumped, but had a great idea.
Oh.
And I love to see as well. Yeah, you can see that platform wobble. I want to say I liked how
Yeah.
he utilized the truss to whip himself right around each corner, allowed him to carry his momentum from place to place. It's that type of IQ that we need to see on the challenge course. So I definitely think that, a qualifying spot is still in the card for Mr. Kyle Sanders.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was gonna say he was not moving like he was 46. He was going zooming through. Love that little thinking outside the box, like you said, whipping around with that truss. But an unfortunate slip up, maybe too fast, but it's all okay. Challenge course still to come.
All right, well now,
Ethan's turn.
yep, Ethan Alavrida's looking for that qualifier spot that's eluded him 2 times this season, hoping that number 3 is the money. He's not going to go for the jump. I think he looked like he wanted to, but he opted out of it instead. He just saw Kyle come undone on it. And I
Yeah,
get dropped.
great leap here. Nice.
Now for some quick footwork there. Very nimble through the gumdrops. And a nice, taking an extra swing here. Now he's going to land.
Yeah. Wants to quickly build that momentum up. How's he gonna
Ooh.
fare? Oh, wow.
Didn't have much bounce there, but he made it work. And he's still got a lot of time on the clock. We're going to get another buzzer. Ethan Alavrida's not going to be the fastest time, but still a clear is a clear, and that's going to do wonders for his confidence coming into the challenge course. 51 seconds.
Yeah, I bet he'll be happy. It wasn't the fastest, but hey, buzzer is a buzzer. It's always great when you know that you finished a course and you can just move on to the next one without overthinking anything. He did really well there. Maybe a few swings too many, but hey, I'm not going to be picky. He did really well.
Absolutely not. Now, they awarded him an extra point on accident. That'll be adjusted, and Ethan will be in the 3rd place spot. And that is everyone. We had a couple of no-shows today. That's all right. But this does mean that for both our female and male divisions, they're all going to have to clear the 3rd obstacle on the challenge course if they want to advance to the finals. It is purely based on their skill and their ability to maneuver through the first half of that course, and not so much going to be a player versus player type of competition until the back half of the course where everyone can gun for that win. And there you can see Jeremiah Merriman's going to be our last runner on the challenge course. Kyle Sanders will be kicking it off for the men. Meanwhile, on the females end, we have Lauren Stanko, who's going to be rounding out our amateur female division, and Suzanne Himka is going to be our first runner.
Yep, of course. Susanna and in both our first runners in the male and female division, they're going to be. They both had a unfortunate slipper on the monkey bar obstacle. Interesting there, bit of symmetry, but hopefully we can see more symmetry on the challenge course when they hopefully both do really well, and it's still a qualifying spot still in the cards for them. Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I think a big thing that led to that fall was actually just the speed factor of the placement course. I don't think it was necessarily a technical error. So I have full faith that they can punch their ticket to the finals on this challenge course. And so with that, we'll come back a little bit later. And after the amateur division, be sure to stick around, because we've got the elites coming up, and you're definitely going to want to tune in. We have a certain athlete. I don't know. Have you guys heard of Caden Lebsack? Yeah, Caden, one of the most decorated athletes in Ninja history. So happy to see him competing in the World Ninja League for the first time in 3 years. Been a 2-time last man standing on American Ninja Warrior, made it to the final stage both of those times, and was also the Season 2 champion of the Ninja Sport Championship. He's an amazing competitor, amazing human being, super strong, super talented, and super humble. So glad to have him competing. You're not going to want to miss it. But of course, in order to get to the elites, we're going to have to see which of our amateur athletes are going to qualify first. So be sure to tune in just a bit from now when we get to our challenge course runs. Welcome back, everyone, to Arc Ninja for the challenge course for the amateur female and male divisions in our Premier Series qualifier for the World Ninja League. I'm Kane Casillas alongside Cheyenne Raja, and we are going to be taking on 10 very tricky obstacles. We've seen a lot of different move sets and skill sets being utilized here. It's going to be a lot of fun to see how our athletes are going to fare. Now, it is worth noting that to qualify for finals, we have 4 men and 4 women competing today, which means they'll have to clear the third obstacle in order to punch their ticket to the finals. Once that third obstacle is beaten, it becomes a matter of who is going to take home the win, which is more of a pride and honor and glory type of thing. But, of course, with the challenge course comes a special set of rules. Cheyenne, why don't you explain to our lovely, lovely viewers what those rules are?
Yep, of course. So you've just seen the placement course, and now we're moving on to the challenge course. So with the placement course, we had the athletes run, and the leaderboard, flip it round. That's the run order for the challenge course. They each are given 2 very valuable retries, so max 1 per obstacle. You fail on an obstacle, you get to retry it, but if you fail again, then your run is over. And of course, 2 retries, so if they both use up their retries, both of them, run is also over. That's their 2 conditions. So hopefully, no one will be doing that. We'll have to wait and see. It's going to be a tough course.
Now, I don't think that our athletes are going to be using the retries on the first half of the course, but in the event that it does strangely, oddly happen, then our athletes will have that little extra insurance to save themselves on those first 3 obstacles. But again, I really don't see that being a problem for such a talented field. Taking a look at our run order as well here, our first athlete is going to be Suzanne Himka, who had a little slip up on the placement course, and that's why she's running first. But I think it was just a matter of rushing. It definitely wasn't a matter of strength or technique. It just was a little too fast. And now she has the chance to settle into a more comfortable pace for her on this challenge course. It's very much not a speed course. So I think we're going to see some big changes from Suzanne on the leaderboard and a very deep run into the course. Same thing for Kyle Sanders, who fell on the same obstacle on the placement course in the amateur male division. I think we're going to see a much more successful run here out of him as well.
Yeah, I think it's all to play for, really, of course. Well, they only have to beat 3 obstacles to qualify. Of course, they all want that buzzer. Every ninja eyes are on the prize, and the prize is the buzzer. It's going to be for pride, I guess. But to see Suzanne, she had I think each of our, in the female division especially, they're all very interesting. Suzanne had an early fall and, could be making a really cool comeback. Grace, of course, as I said, one of 9 to clear stage 2 at Worlds. Jalen, she's been on the show, really popular ninja, all that coaching experience might pay off. And Lauren, she got first place on the placement course, so at that speed, she might have a repeat of that on the challenge course. And of course, in terms of the male division, someone I want to highlight, of course, Ethan. He's competed at our 2 previous qualifiers, Ferox and Stanford, I believe, respectively. Of course, again, we all love comeback stories. While he's missed out on qualifying so far, I think this could be it. This could be the one.
This very much could be the one. Ethan is a very talented athlete. It's honestly a surprise he hasn't qualified yet, but this, I have a feeling, is going to be his day. What I'm very excited to see is a little bit of a rematch between Jalen and Lauren. Lauren was just about 1.5 seconds faster than Jalen on the placement course. So that really does come down to just a couple hand placements here and there on a course like the challenge course that's a bit longer and a bit more technical. I think it's anyone's game on who's going to take home the win in either division, and that's going to be awesome. And then, of course, we have, coming up after the amateur division, more strong women in the elite division. Of course, we have the one and only Katie Bone, who registered a little later in the day, and it was very, very surprising and a very welcome surprise, to say the least. Katie, one of the top female athletes in the sport, was the 3rd women's champion on American Ninja Warrior. recently had a knee injury last year that's kept her out of competing for a little while, but she's bounced back. She is healthy and ready to go. I think we're about to witness one of the greatest comebacks in the sport of ninja. And then, of course, we have the ever so flashy and creative Annabella Heinrichs, a Vegas finalist as well on American Ninja Warrior. She's got such a wide range of skills lined up for her, and I have a feeling we're going to see some crazy moves out of Annabella within reason. You know, some big skips, some celebrations. She's always entertaining to watch, and I think it's going to be a great run for her as well when we get to the Elite Division.
Yeah, can't wait to see it at all. It's going to be so much fun. I'm really excited. We've got some tough obstacles, you know, we've seen it before in the other divisions. Gets really pumpy towards the end, but I think a buzzer is definitely on the cards.
Well, Suzanne is going to be our first runner, and she's got quite the bio here. I'm going to just start rattling it off because there's so much that this woman has accomplished in the sport. She is the owner of the Ninja Core Training Gym. She also coaches there and is a motivational speaker and a registered dietitian. She was a winner of American Gladiators Season 7. What a huge accomplishment. Not many times do you find winners of Gladiators, that's for sure. She's also competed in OCR, was the world champion in 2021 in the 15K and 3K races, and then was top 3 in the amateur divisions for the Ninja World Championship by OCR. Was in the top 5 strongest female masters champion 2019. She now owns the only 100-meter speed course in America right now, has athletes from Team USA and potential Olympians for the pentathlon that are training on it. So this woman here has made such a big impact on Ninja and OCR. It's an honor to have her on the course, and we'll see her taking on the challenge course now. 4 minutes, 15 seconds as our time limit.
Yep, here she goes. I gotta say, just looking at her bio, it's like I'm reading a Wikipedia article on her accomplishments, honestly. She has stuffed that bio with amazing stuff. I expect no less. And now it's here to prove it now on this challenge course. I think she is going to prove it in spades.
And just like that, that's 3 obstacles down, so Suzanne Himka will be advancing to the Premier Series Finals. Now she can just worry about getting as far on this course as possible. Doesn't have to feel any pressure. You can go for this win, worry-free.
Yeah, I think it definitely helps ease the kind of stress on the athletes. You know, they don't have to be thinking in their mind, oh, I have to get to this obstacle in this time. And, you know, no overthinking. She can kind of relax now and just kind of have fun with it, I guess.
And just like that, she's already pushing to our halfway point here. These gumdrops, 2 of them flipped upside down. Those are going to shoot out from under her feet.
Ooh,
she's setting up that run. Great moves there. They barely wiggled. So clean. Now for our Angry Birds obstacle here. These holds have been adjusted, but you still have to make quite a rotation and have good hand precision to catch these holds.
Yeah, it's a very tough obstacle. We've seen people linking it, of course. Whoa! Just a little off there, maybe just not quite comfortable with my grip. Gonna opt not to take the chalk, though. Think she just needs a bit of rest and she'll be alright. Come on, Suzanne.
Alright, and we are back in action here. Suzanne gonna lock in this first hold here once she builds up a good enough swing. Nice catch, but she just caught it a little uneven there, which caused that hold to spin out from under her hands. But great run halfway through this challenge course. Again, such an impressive display of footwork there.
Yeah, she did really well there. I really hope to see her in finals. I mean, the Himka name is a very strong name to have. in the ninja community. So, you know, it's her and Jaleesa. We'll be seeing Jaleesa later. And of course, well done to Suzanne.
Well, up next is going to be Grace Kurland, who placed 3rd on the placement course with a buzzer, no less. Grace seems
only
fired up and ready
only
to
17
go.
years old. So interesting. We've got the interesting thing about the amateur division, such a wide range of, you know, veterans of the sport competing with, you know, ninjas who are just in high school, you know, kind of learning the basics of the sport. Is very interesting to see. There's no division like this one. Oh, there it is.
Wow, so smooth already.
Yeah, I don't think she just did that nice and easy. And of course she's like, yeah, I've qualified. Anyway, moving on, I want the buzzer. Good mindset.
And just like that, so efficient there. Been less than a minute and she's already on obstacle number 5. The gumdrop landscape. It can be so tricky, but Grace is just going to hop right through it. Not a problem at all.
Wow. So she did that amazingly. Very. I was gonna say graceful, but I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, no pun intended. I bet. Now here's the rotation.
Okay. It was not.
A little bit of a
she's doing great here.
Straightforward pop. She's gonna need a little bit more height on this one. She gets it. Now for a pop to the ledge on the side of this board. She catches it by her fingertips.
Oh, there it is.
I thought for a second she was going to peel. Her grip strength, definitely not one to underestimate there. Great move. Has to step over that mat. Keeps her balance and dives for the platform, but falls back. That's all right. She's going to get another try at this obstacle here. Balance can be so tricky, especially after your adrenaline is rushing through you. Having done such tricky obstacles like Angry Birds just beforehand, it's all about calming yourself and setting it up, and there we go.
Oh, feet right on the edge. That's very mean of Austin and Nate, putting that black padding there, meaning you have to kind of jump over that balance. But Grace, well, you having to use her retry, she's through, so she can just, you know, move onto the next obstacle. Or are these canes we're saying no way? Wow. What's going on here?
They were fidget spinners in this lane for the younger divisions, but our amateur athletes are going to have to maneuver their way through these cradles with 2 canes, or 1 if they choose. Nice reach up, but has a low grab on that cane. There we go. We see the adjustment.
Oh, this is
And
tough.
it looks like she's going to do 2 canes at a time.
Slow and steady, Grace. Come on. Oh! Bit of a drop there, but she's made it through. It looks like she has to reach out that balance.
Yes!
She's done it!
Cool. Went over the
right on the edge.
And
oh no!
Off. You know, you have to think, hanging there for such a long time, hasn't chalked up in a hot minute as well. The grip definitely can become a factor. You can see her shaking out, making sure she's all good. And now she has a minute 15 to get through this obstacle and potentially go further.
Yeah, coming out of Ninja Nation. She's shaking out a bit here, just taking her time. Got a minute left. But she has now expended all of her retries. And of course, you can't retry an obstacle more than once. So she's going to have to lock in here. Nice and easy. Just trying to secure it. Oh no! Okay, she saved it. Oh, I don't know where you came. This is very nerve-wracking. Oh my gosh. Gotta be careful here.
Oh, and the grip just gives out. Still an awesome run from Grace Kurland. That's going to put her in first place for the time being. And with this slider dismount, we will be seeing her in the Premier Series finals.
Yeah, it was a great run out of Grace. I mean, She did really well. You know, having to use the retries, but she made it through the balance, no problem. And I mean, a very, very tough obstacle, very grip intensive. Needs a lot of lock-off strength as well to reach those higher cradles. But she's made it to the finals. She should be proud of it. Let's see if Jalen can do the same.
All right. Jalen was just about a second and a half behind Lauren, who took first on the placement course. So we know that it's really anyone's game right now. We'll see how quickly she can lock in. You can already see a lot of power in her pulls up that rope. Yeah, she's moving with a lot of urgency here, Cheyenne. I think we're going to see a very good time through this first half of the course. Of course, is going to have to pop right through, and just like that, Jalen Bennett is locked into the Premier Series Finals.
Oh, expecting no less from Jalen. Definitely, you know, she'll hopefully will be seeing her in finals. Very talented ninja. Could win it all, you never know. But here's the important thing, of course. The buzzer is still the priority for these athletes.
That's right, and
That's
it has not yet been hit in the amateur division. But Jalen, now halfway there, hops into second place with potential to keep going. It's only been a minute to this point. So if she gets this first try, she'll be on good track to become our first challenge course finisher of the amateur division. Nice catch there. Really got the edge of that second hold.
Yeah, interesting. There.
Much cleaner this time around.
There. One more.
Wow, an over grip again, but it pays off for her. She's nice and secure.
There it is. Onto the DGS.
Yes, gets that dismount. Coming now into our balance, which is called just a rail. Because that's all it is, just a rail. Steps right over that platform, no problem, and a nice leap up. Hops into first place off of time, about 9 seconds ahead of Grace Curlin's pace. But we haven't seen an athlete break past this obstacle yet.
Yeah, Jalen's going to rest up. Careful here. She's done really well. Got through that last obstacle like it was nothing. I mean, it's called just a rail, but it's a lot... You know, don't be deceived by that name. It's a lot harder than it looks. Although I say that, but Jalen made it look like it was nothing. I bet she's going to do the same thing here with these canes. Oh, opting for the one. Oh no, she was just... okay. Clever. Kind of steadied herself with the one before matching with the two.
But this move up is what tripped up Grace so much. Lining this up can be so tricky. Looking to see if she can lock in this move.
Yeah, she's going to be careful here. It's very tense. Everyone's quiet. Edge of their seat. Come on, Jalen.
Ooh.
Oh.
I think she's going for a 180 type move here, where she's going to take one of those canes off, turn around, and lock it into that higher cradle. Yes, she is.
Oh,
Great
wow.
job. Now just has to match that second cane on.
Nice.
She is almost through this obstacle. These reaches can be so high. The stability, so tricky to lock in. And she slips off at the very end.
You're kidding me.
Oh,
Wow,
my goodness.
Hang time was incredible, but just slipped off at the very last second. A heartbreaking fall, but she has got a retry, and she's got about 53 seconds. It's tough, but it is doable. Jalen just has to lock in. Just rest your forearms, Jalen. I know they're burning, but just give it a second. Get pumped up. You can do this.
She can only rest for so long. She only has about 38 seconds left.
Yeah, I think she knows as well. Moving with a bit more speed than last time. She wants to get through. 30 seconds now. Hit the 30-second mark. If she can do the same approach here. Oh my gosh. It's a bit of a drop. She's going even faster now. Wow! I think she's gonna do it.
Oh no, the slip again, and you can see the frustration. She thought she had it. Oh my goodness.
What a performance out of Jaylin. She did so well on the early obstacles. Made him look like a piece of cake. Just that last move, just a little short on the energy maybe. Just such a shame. Peeling off on those canes. But it's definitely deserving of first place. But I think Lauren will have to say, might have something to say about that.
You got that right. Lauren just beat out Jaylin for that top spot, and I could see a world where it happens again, but a minute 43 to the seventh obstacle through the seventh obstacle, pardon me, is pretty dang impressive. And we still haven't seen that eighth obstacle beaten yet in the amateur division. Hopefully Lauren can be the first, but she's got to get through this third obstacle to become our fourth finalist in the Premier Series qualifier here, and she's through.
There it is.
Means all of our amateur female athletes are qualified for finals.
Yes, happy days all round. Love to see it. But she's not done. Look at the power there. She's definitely not done. She's not messing around. I think she knows she wants that first place. Oh, here it is there. Nice. Great through that balance there. Actually, let's hope she can keep her grip in check for Angry Birds. She's shown off her speed on the placement course in that first place. Can she prove her skills in terms of endurance and grip to get another first place on the challenge course? Right, well, she's through. Another balance test here, Kane.
And very smooth there, and Lauren's going to hop into first place with that. So she doesn't have to worry about qualifying. She doesn't have to worry about winning. Now she can just focus on the buzzer.
Yeah, I mean,
very swift move so far. Going locked off to reach up to that first cradle.
A little low on the cane there. Only a little bit, but... Okay, nope, she kind of popping her hands a little higher. A lot of swing as well. But that might help her.
And a nice reach up. She needs to get that second cane
nice.
off.
I think I see what she's doing here. Holding him low so that it's easier to reach on.
Oh my goodness. Got it. Yeah. Now she has to redirect her swing. And it looks like she has to go straight to that platform.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Back foot touched.
Oh man.
Back foot touched. Wait. No.
Oh, did it? No.
She's good. No, I think the back foot touched, but I think she cleared the front plane, so it counts as a clear on obstacle number 8. And now coming into the mustaches, this is her retry attempt. Great catch there. She's only got one attempt at this, so she's got to make it count.
Yes,
has to lock it into the bear trap.
Well, there's a bit more pressure now.
Got the lock in.
Yeah, a
has
lot
to
of
work
power
her
here.
way through the top of the truss in order to get to that second mustache, and she's on it. Now for the big move up to the platform. Needs a monstrous swing here.
Oh, she looks on track though.
Oh my goodness!
What up?
Comes off, and that is going to do it. But Lauren Stanko really fought through that. Had an amazing run to the second to last obstacle there.
Yeah, it was a very, very impressive run. Gonna get first place again. I love what she did on a canes hit, opting to hang on them low to increase the reach. Got the clear just about, but because of that foot tap, it was technically, I believe she landed on the platform, but of course the foot tap after landing meant she could only have one retry. Or no retry, sorry. So, still, a great run regardless.
That's right. And now we're going to take it over to the amateur male division. The stakes are the same for these athletes here. Have to clear that third obstacle. Now we're going to see Kyle Sanders up first. Kyle had an unfortunate missed jump there on the placement course. I don't think we're going to see the same mistake made twice. Quickly scurrying down this big old ladder, going to cat back. Oh, it looks like he's just going to step right to it. Has the reach. And just like that, Kyle Sanders is going to be working his way to the finals. But he's not done. He has not slowed down at all since his run started. And for good reason. There's some very strong athletes coming after him. And you know he wants to put himself in the best position possible as the first runner of the amateur male division.
Yeah, he's done really great. The power on those swings were just incredible. I mean, he's shown off a lot of skill so far. He's gone very quick. Hopefully that's not tied him out too soon. But I'm sure he knows what he's doing. Oh, as I say, that goes to the link. Wow. He definitely knows what he's doing. Attacking this course.
Yes. Great efficiency here. Now he's setting himself up for that cliff. He holds on tight. And he's out of there in one backswing.
Nice.
Kyle Sanders putting up an amazing run so far. Struggling a bit here on the balance.
Tricky here.
And he's trying to get out as quickly as possible. He does. Wow. You could see him starting to give out there with his footwork. Yeah. But he made it through anyways. Yeah, taking a breath, trying to recompose himself.
Yeah, you can tell he's got a lot of experience on that. I mean, realized he was going, just went completely for it. There's Kyle. I'm telling you, he knows what he's doing.
Great pull power there as well.
Wow. This is incredible strength.
Now he's going to line himself up before putting his second hand on the flywheel so he can pop to the dismount.
Oh,
and he saves it. Great job. No need to use a retry there. Coming now into the mustaches.
Kyle Sanders. These close calls, man. Let me relax, man. Come on.
You know what I'm more... Oh, just comes up short. Goodness. And so his timer's going to pause there while we wait for those rings to be steadied by Nate. And then we're going to jump right back into it. All right.
Yep, well, Kyle. Kyle has 150. That's the time he has to beat the rest of this course. Now, I ain't not going to start. He gets it this time.
Got his feet really high up there. But now for the tricky part. He's turning around to give himself more power to use different muscle groups to lock that ball with a bear trap. Great move.
Wow.
Has to shift over to his left now. Up on the top of the truss.
Yeah, I mean, you can see in terms of, in these divisions, as opposed to the younger divisions, they have a lot of power, and a lot of extra weight as well to just assist them in moving these. Just like nothing. Oh my goodness! I was
catches the bar.
I was not prepared.
Pulls himself through.
Kyle Sanders catching me off guard, clearing that obstacle pretty quickly, I gotta say. Nicely done.
That was a great grab there by Kyle, but now we have to see what grip strength he has left in the tank. We've got a long line of cliffhangers up now.
Yeah, gosh, to go through all that, you're absolutely tired, and now having to do these cliffs. Come on, Kyle.
You can see the grimace, you can see the lock-offs are gone.
Oh no!
Oh man!
There it is.
That's all right, we still have a retry left.
Yep.
But he's got to get back up to the platform first. There we go.
Alright, there it is. In a few seconds. He's done wonders on the course, but is he going to have any energy left for these devilish cliffhangers?
Oh no! So close there. Kyle Sanders after a surprising fall on the placement course, pushes his way to the final obstacle of the challenge course and made good time as well.
Yeah, he did great there. Really impressive. And I gotta say, he had so much like power and just decided to go, you know what, I'm just gonna demolish the course and go head on. Probably gave the horse a heart attack with how much raw strength he had. Fortunately, those cliffhangers though, very tricky, especially as a last obstacle. He's done very well. He's qualified for finals. Good on him.
Well, now someone who we really want to see qualify for finals is the student pilot, Ethan Alavrides, who has competed at 2 other Premier Series qualifiers and just missed the cut each time. The third time could be the charm. Just 3 obstacles stand between him and that coveted finalist role, that title.
Yeah, we're rooting for you, Ethan. 3rd time's the charm, 3 times lucky. Whatever other third phrase, I can't even think of one, but here it is, 3rd obstacle.
Yes, there we
There
go.
it is.
Ethan is going to the finals and now just has to worry about the win. Kyle set the bar pretty high. Let's see if Ethan can match it.
Nicely done. He has beaten that. That qualifying spot has eluded him so far, and now he has beaten it. Now he has a new enemy. It's a big red button. For now, though,
Alright.
before he gets to there, he has a few obstacles in between that buzzer. One of them being this, the Angry Birds.
The Angry Birds require so much hand precision. They're not the biggest holds in the world, and they do rotate on you. And there's that move onto that last ledge. Gonna take an extra backswing to be safe, and he's through.
Yeah,
Must
onto
be so
balance
nice
now.
for Ethan, knowing that he can finally call himself a Premier Series finalist. Now it's just gonna try and set his best run in the Premier Series to date.
Oh, absolutely. A well-deserved title for Ethan. But of course this cane deck here, it's very tricky. It just hanging on these and to pull yourself up completely saps your energy. But he's doing pretty good so far. Now just has to heavily put up. Using the same approach we've seen before, holding the cane on the edge, which at first you think would be a little risky in case you peel off, but gives you a bit more reach. And now he just has to
What
reach.
is going on?
for
Okay, he
this
tosses
hurdle.
that cane.
Oh,
What is
okay.
happening here? There we go. He's pretty
Nice.
much lined up.
He had the confidence to know he can just go with the one cane and go straight to here, but this dismount not to be taken for granted.
He should be. He should have gone there. He should have gone there, but he gets it.
Oh, he gets it, it's okay.
He got. All right. No
Little hung
retries
up.
used. A minute 35 on the clock coming into the mustaches. Next up, going from the rings to the first mustache and locking it into the bear trap.
Yeah,
Great catch.
It's such a... It's certainly a choice of Austin and Nate to put such a tough obstacle one after the other. They're going to be so tired after this, but they've done it because
That's
they
right.
know these athletes are capable. And they're-
Very, very true. So much power is required on this obstacle, and so to have it be second to last on the course, such a tricky placement there that Nate and Austin very clearly thought through.
yeah,
Nice catch.
such a
And
great...
now Ethan is also going to be on our final obstacle. He's 16 seconds behind Kyle, so a buzzer is what would put him into first place now.
Yep, he's got one obstacle remaining. But, I mean, in terms of all the obstacles in the world, to put as your final obstacle here, to have it be cliffhangers. Oh man. It's a tough ask. I'm sure
Oh,
would have been nice if it was
almost
just
had the
quad steps or
drop.
something. Oh man. Cliffhanger is so easy to peel off when you're at the ends of your energy levels, but Ethan's fighting through. But unfortunately, only 12 seconds left. He'd have to really push it for that buzzer.
All the way through. Alright, now for the move up. His hands are slipping away. Here's the move that he fell on before. This drop so big. And he's down again.
Yeah, I thought he'd
Unfortunate
stabilize it
there.
there. I thought he'd have it.
Yeah, he tried to make those adjustments, but it just
Yeah.
didn't work out. But Ethan Alavridis can finally say that he is qualified for the Premier Series Finals.
Yeah, it's so great to see Ethan finally get that achievement. You know, coming back, you know, of course, Ferox and Stanford, you know, I'm sure you know as an athlete, Kane, who's competed before a lot more than me, you know, you want to go out there and do well, and then sometimes it doesn't go your way, and you miss out on qualifying, for example, like in Ethan's case. And how do you come back from that? Because we've seen him come back just now and get that qualifying spot.
It's got to be one of his favorite ninja moments. I definitely would be really, really stoked if I had accomplished that after all of that hard work. And now we're going to see if Leo Hearing can make it 7 for 7 out of all of our amateur athletes qualifying for finals. So far,
Right, here's
obstacle
Leo.
one, not a problem for him.
Put up a great show on the placement course. Of course, you've seen Kyle and Ethan had a go, both making it to long. There's definitely added pressure. He's just qualified, but obviously more focused on matching his other ninja. Well, I say opponents, but of course, one of the great things about ninja, everyone's friendly. Friendly competition, you know.
Yep. Now coming into the Angry Birds, which is our first major test of grip here.
Yeah, how
A little
Leo's
bit of a
gonna
twist on that
fare.
first swing.
He's doing well. Not a lock-off strength there, but okay, he's gonna straighten his arms out. Just take it nice and slow. Oh, great grab there. And there it is. And there it is. It is there. Made the platform. Leo's do. Oh,
Oh,
whoa.
and he jumps out.
Close one.
Almost lost his balance, but he's all good.
Yep, now opting to rest, of course. Good idea, because if you're not prepared for these canes, they will just eat up all your energy if you're not ready. Oh, with 2:30 on the clock. Leo is real. Oh my goodness. Whoa.
I don't think that specific movement was planned, but he's staying alive. Had to rely on his one-arm grip for a second there. Gonna readjust,
Yeah.
lock off, and pull himself up.
Yeah, that was. I'm pretty 99% sure that was not part of the plan, unless he's just showing off.
Now to redirect his swing. Going circular, I don't think this is the motion that he was looking for.
Oh, it's so easy for that swing to be. There it
But
is.
he
Nice.
sticks it after a nice redirection there. He is locked in, coming into the second to last obstacle now.
Yeah, it was a close call on the canes. Maybe, you know, having that happen to you, it can, of course, suddenly maybe, you know, use more energy than you're planning to. So it's a bit worrying. But Leo, he's just gonna, you know, the mental game of ninja, you just gotta focus and one obstacle at a time. And locks it in. Now 1 minute, about 1:10 left now, Kane. Do you think you clear still on the cards? I don't know about you. Think you can do it?
I think that a clear is definitely in the cards, but he's going to have to really, really build up some swing here. Needs a bit more power and a bit more height in those hips. Right now he's going really far forward, but not necessarily up. Never mind. I spoke way too soon. He's all good. Just has to pull himself up to that platform.
Come on, Kane. Don't go downing. This is Leo we're talking about.
Very, very true. Now we've seen all three of our amateur male athletes advance to this final obstacle. Can we see Leo be the first to break through? He's got 25 seconds to go, which really means he's only got one solid attempt. Unless he's really, really fast. But you can see him grabbing the fingers. Maybe
Interesting his approach there.
Oh, and he's gonna... He just kind of waved it off. I don't know if he's maybe in the best condition to be using the fingers right now. Hopefully he's not seriously injured and it's just pump.
Yeah, it's a very finger-intensive obstacle. I mean, it was interesting his approach there. See, again, he goes for that skip, but then hesitates, and then goes for the backwards attempt.
Oh, man.
Wow, I mean, a great run out of Leo. But I think we could see cliffhanger one obstacle too much, perhaps. Of course, we don't want to see him injure his fingers in any way, so it's good to see him call it stop there. Look at that save as well. So, I mean, he's done really well, And I've got to say, Leo really left it all on the course. Great stuff out of him. And now our final runner, Jeremiah. Jeremiah out here got first in the placement course. 4:15, and seen how well his other three athletes have done. He's going to have to really push it to that final obstacle if he wants that first place. Well, it looks like he's going to be doing that, though. I've got to say, he's got great stuff. I should try read out his bio, but he's got so much, I don't want to miss any of his run.
Oh man, Jeremiah is flying. And we already know now he's made it 100% clear that he is a finalist. What's even crazier about that is that he only started ninja and parkour last year. He also began taking aerial silks classes this year to expand the ways in which he can move his body. Very clearly that's helping him out, because the way that he's maneuvering through everything right now, his body awareness and body control, so good. Look at the way he just popped right to it. That's, oh no!
Oh, whoa, that's surprising,
that. A little low there, but he can make this correction.
No one expected that, least of all Jeremiah, but he's just calming himself down. I like that little, deep breath he's taking there. Just probably thinking, okay, Jeremiah, just calm down. You got this.
Well, the good thing is he knows how to remain calm, consistently meditates and practices Qigong, I believe it's pronounced, to strengthen his spirit. He's also a big fan of tabletop RPGs such as Dungeons & Dragons and Cypher System. Over the past decade, he's worked in many aspects of the food service industry, including time as a private chef and restaurant owner. Currently works as the lead breakfast and brunch cook at Restaurant 17 inside Hotel Domestique in Travelers Rest, South Carolina. Love to see the dedication on top of a full-time job as a chef. He made the trip from South Carolina to Colorado to compete here today. And it's working out for him perfectly fine. Perfectly well here. Nice pull up.
He's got impressive strength and an even more impressive bio. Love to see it. Now here on the canes. Now he's going through nicely. It's gonna be slowly through. Oh man! I was about to say he had it. Just peeled off a little bit. It's gonna be a tough one, but now hopefully he can get through it. He has the time. I mean, the good news is he can rest now and just move on to the rest of the course. Hopefully he'll be able to do that. Bad news is, though, he's used up all his retries. So he's got... Whoa! Well, I was... Jeremiah showed it. Oh, my goodness!
That was a big jump out, and
shocking.
it just took too much swing for him there. But I love the aggression out of Jeremiah there. Managed to work his way through the first 7 obstacles with relative ease, minus a little slip up on Angry Birds, but he's all good.
Yeah, it was a really great run. Look at this jump here. We haven't seen that yet. That was a great skip. A lot of strength needed to do that. It's a little, it's unfortunate, but it's, sometimes it happens. You go first on placement. You're gonna end up in 4th, but the good news, all these athletes are gonna be making it through. It's almost the reverse of the placement course, Kane. Very interesting.
Yeah, very exciting. Kyle taking first. Jeremiah surprisingly in that bottom spot, but still an amazing job to all 8 of our athletes. Shout out to Kyle for winning the male division and Lauren for taking home the amateur female division. You will see all 8 of these athletes competing in the finals, and I cannot wait to see that. Once again, finals will be November 15th to 17th at Life Force Ninja in Bellingham, Washington. Now be sure to stick around because coming up next is the Elite Division, which will be at 4 p.m. Mountain Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, which is right around now. So we'll be back up very soon, just a tad later than the exact hour, but we'll definitely be up very shortly. We've got some big names in the Elite Division, including 2 best friends and training partners, the Bucket Boys, Max Feinberg and Caden Lebsack, 2 absolute studs on the show who have made it to stage 3 of American Ninja Warrior, had their fair share of successes in many shows and leagues. It's incredibly exciting to see these 2 training partners battle it out against each other and against the course, more importantly. So be sure to stick around. We'll be back with the Elite Division very soon.